murder you all.
Oh god, no, I just got goosebumps again.
Yeah, but I was gonna say to Snicket, I guess whenever we're done with that conversation, we could just send Charles the link too.
What
With
conversation?
Rhea. We were doing a Rhea and Uthal talking on that 3-week journey on the boat, since we all just kind of skipped it.
How dare you RP without me present?
Right, I know. Well, when we're finished, we'll just send you the. It's just a Google Doc. That's all.
Yeah, so I replied. I didn't know if I told you before. I thought I sent you a text. My bad. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I shall read it later.
Yes, Morgan, if you want role-playing goodness between Rhea and Kayan, I'm so down for this.
That'd be great.
Um,
Alright, I'm gonna reload real quick. One sec. I lost Kyle on
My God, Morgan, how much time do you have on your hands?
That's awesome.
Oh,
okay.
that whole thing, yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I designed the seal for the Arvens, because I'm a nerdo.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I've seen her
That
family
reminds me-
tree.
oh,
We
shit.
still need to talk, Snicket, because I need help picking what kind of horns I actually want. Tiefling horns are very hard.
They are hard, and I'm more than happy to. Well, what we can also do is, if you have downtime sometime, like maybe this weekend, you can jump on Skype and I can screen share and I can draw while you watch and you can direct me.
Oh, I
That
like
is very cool.
I like
Good idea.
that.
Like, if you guys want me to draw you something and you want to make sure it's just right, you can go, hey, Snicket, can we Skype chat? And I'm like, sure. And we'll talk and you can watch me draw.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Can we
Can
do
we-
that, but just like hang out?
Can we Skype
Yeah.
this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I need to stream again.
You do.
I know it's been so long.
I know.
Last time I was watching you do Scanlan in bed. I was in bed. You were drawing Scanlan.
I remember that Scanlan. Yeah.
I made him dance.
You did make
Because
it
You
dance.
did.
it was late at night and I was a nerd.
That
are-
sounds. It was fun.
Are we ready?
Was
Yes.
a nerd as if it was a past thing.
So you guys are all heading to bed, yes?
Yes,
Yeah, we're gonna be watching.
I'm already passed out, but yes.
kind of.
Okay, so what are watches gonna be like?
I will take the one closest to dawn.
The best is going to do is 4 hours and then wake up.
I'll just stay up for now and do the first watch.
I'll do the crappy watch then, the midnight watch.
Do you want some company, Talbot?
I won't say no.
But if everyone's taking
It's
watches,
hard.
Connor's just gonna do his
Favor
own thing.
done.
Who's taking first watch? Aaron Deere? Okay.
What should I roll? Or do
Sorry,
stuff?
Triscuits. Roll perception for me.
Oh, sweet. 24.
The first watch goes by without a hitch. Corin, as you settle down to sleep, you find yourself dreaming about the Dawnwood. You find yourself walking up the familiar trail leading you up to the settlement itself. Normally you would be greeted by the wonderful golden leaves of the trees, but there's something instantly wrong. You smell smoke as you walk further. Your pace quickens, starting to run, and you notice that the golden leaves are now bright red as flames consume the wood. In desperation, you start screaming for your daughter, running faster and faster. You see a shadowy figure before you. In one hand, it holds your daughter, Eowyn, screaming for you. Daddy! Daddy, please! And next to him is Demorial, standing, laughing. You stand there frozen, a voice familiar to you in your ear. You must choose. Which will you save? Which will you damn? Eowyn twists in the grass, screaming, tears streaking down her face, calling for you, small hands outreached. Again, the voice echoes. What will you choose? Which path will you take? Chris?
I run for my daughter.
As you run and get up to her, everything vanishes in a quick instant, and you're standing in a sunny field. You see a figure, its face obscured by the light of the sun, but you know exactly who stands before you. The path you walk, my chosen one, is a dark one indeed. But do not ever lose the light within you. Do not lose what is important. Though you must smite the wicked, and do not let them suffer to live, also do not remember why you fight to begin with. And you feel a warm presence at your back. And you wake up in a cold sweat. Professor, your meditation is dark and full of thoughts. Barely remembered moments in time. A face you can barely recognize. So close but so far, you feel like you're reaching through a mirror to try to grasp at your daughter. But every time you reach, she falls further and further away from you. And when your meditation breaks, there is a lingering sense that you are growing closer, but yet still not nearly close enough. Who's taking second watch? Roll perception for me, you guys.
Okay.
And we lost Keladin.
Yeah.
I don't get advantage anymore.
Oh, really? Really?
Ugh.
You guys don't notice anything. It's a quiet watch. As your watch comes to a close, this is the third watch getting close to the dawn. So that's Corin and Arendir. You managed to get your full 8 hours and head out to do some hunting. Roll survival with advantage. Corin, you step outside, and as you watch the sunrise, you kneel in prayer to Pelor. Again, you feel the familiar warm presence behind you. And while there's a little bit of trouble, you also know that you made the right decision. Arendir, you managed to bag higher level.
Hi.
Okay.
Well,
You managed. Go ahead.
I'm gonna finish with Arendir.
You get a deer.
Okay. Wonderful.
Jerky.
While Corin is standing outside, I'd like to come and stand outside next to him. And just not really looking at anything other than the sky. I just kind of mention, I have a daughter too.
Yes.
I do not know where she is. You're lucky that you have yours.
We'll find her. All of us.
I hope so.
I think we will.
I reach into my pocket and I pull out the thing. This might help me or hurt me. I don't know exactly what it will do. But it's somehow tied to her. As is Mirai. I find that as an elf, time moves very slowly. And I think that my race takes that for granted. I don't know how much time I've lost. and I miss her very much. But I'm also very afraid of things that I do not understand. And I do not understand any of what has happened to me. You're lucky, Corin.
Aye.
I'm sorry. I just...
No. You're
I
right.
find it hard when I don't know the correct course of action. I'm used to books.
It's hard being a father in a world like this, especially being. Cool.
I've always found it hard. They don't make books on being a father. Anyway,
Thanks for talking with me.
yes, thank you, Conan.
I come like stumbling out of the woods with the deer around my shoulders.
Oh, fuck yes! You're a brilliant bastard.
Do you guys have DM inspiration, Dustin? Chris?
I still haven't used mine.
I do not, so yes, I do now.
Take it. So Arendir has a beer.
Meow.
Yes. I wasn't sure if I should get something this big for all of us, but I figured, why not?
We could always see if we can find some way to dry some out.
Yes. If we get to the Dawnwood is like an actual town, right?
Yeah.
Corin? Yeah.
It's in the trees. You'll see when we get there.
Right. Well,
Sounds lovely. Just kidding, I'm not awake. I'm still sleeping. Don't mind me.
yes. We'll eat. We'll cut the legs off for us to take, and then I'm gonna try to skin it and get if it's a buck, get its antlers. It's like trading
Yep.
and trapping.
It has antlers.
Okay,
It's a buck.
wonderful. Do you have to roll survival or?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
You cut it up real good.
Sweet.
And at this point, everyone starts to wake up. As dawn finally hits the forest, cutting through the trees. The whole day stretches out before you, full of infinite possibility.
I totally cut a tiny little piece off and toss it to Mariah. I don't know if she eats raw meat or not.
Mariah eats everything.
Oh,
Nom, 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 nom,
feel
nom,
like
nom,
I've
nom.
had a hangover for 2 days in a row.
Snicket, just so you know that the professor has accommodated a special pouch on his belt entirely for Mariah's food hoard.
This pleases the Mirai.
What's a dragon without a hoard, right, Professor?
Actually,
It would
right.
appear, at least this is food.
You know, it didn't used to be. It used to be one of your normal pouches, but then you would find her squirreling it away in that pouch.
I'm afraid that my books were becoming stained, so I really had no recourse other than to make it a Mirai pouch. Mirai, would you like to show? Would you like to show everyone one of your tricks?
Yes, please!
Mirror image, I think.
What would you like me to do?
Mirror image.
Yes, sir. And poof!
There
She
are
casts
now
mirror image.
there are now 3 Mirais. Well, 4 Mirais.
What?
One for everybody.
I'm gonna reach forward and try to touch one of them.
Forget what mirror image does.
I assume it's just illusions, right?
Yeah, there's 3 illusions
Yeah.
and then her. So, I roll a d20 and see which one you actually touch.
Yes.
I think I don't have my player's handbook with me.
There's 4.
I think if it's 6 or higher. Sorry. I don't remember. I haven't put them in my thing yet.
It's alright.
Mirror image. You have 3 duplicates. You must roll a 6 or higher to figure out which one's which.
I rolled an 8.
So I don't touch her, I touch one of the duplicates.
Okay.
At least as I understand it.
You have to roll a 6 or higher to hit it. So if you rolled an 8, you find it. Magic's weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
Find the
Says-
dragon. Find the dragon.
you start playing Professor. You could probably make a lot of money in 3-card Monty with this.
That's a street game.
What is
So I'm
what?
assuming my hand
Tell me, what
passes
is 3
right
card
through it.
Monty? I don't know.
It's so we used to play this, in the city.
I'm packing up the tent while this is on.
Well, what you do is they have like a card, and you have to find which card is under, the hat, and it's typically
Right.
gamble.
Yes.
Which one is the real one? I was actually hoping to touch the real one.
She starts wiggling her tail, and you see the one
Ah,
wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I didn't want to bother before, but I've never petted a dragon.
Please?
Okay.
Scratchy,
I
scratchy,
rub
scratchy.
my hand down like you would a lizard, because I'm assuming you don't want to disturb the scales in the same way.
She almost melts under your touch. Like,
Beautiful.
so good. She rolls over for a belly rub.
She really likes the belly rubs.
I'm
I'm
so
gonna say-
glad you're with us, little one.
Me too.
I'm gonna say to Mariah and Draconic, you're the oddest dragon I've ever met.
Thank you.
Yes, that was a compliment.
Telepathically, I'm whispering.
Yes.
She giggles and does it. And Ryle, you notice this because your passive perception is high. As you
Stupid.
watch Talmar talk in Draconic to Marai, there's a mustache on his face now.
I don't think
A nice
half elves grow
handlebar
facial.
mustache. Like, I want to take you to a gay bar.
I started absent-mindedly
See this?
twirling it.
You don't notice it's there.
Aw.
And I keep petting her tummy and just very quietly. Yes, I'm very glad that you're here with us.
Them fairy dragons, yo. So, you all are ready to head out, unless there's something else you all want to do?
No, let's fucking do it.
Yes.
Magic
Let us
should be
get to the
fun.
Dawnwood.
Don't
You
worry.
all... Aaron Deer, you know that it's going to be most of the day traveling to the Dawnwood because you have to get back on the road and then go down the road and up. You should reach the Dawnwood hopefully by evening if you make good timing.
All right. I will relay that to the group. And then,
Wonderful.
I guess, blaze a trail to the road.
I can't wait for you guys to see my home.
All
Yeah,
right.
but you get to go home for a bit.
You head out on the road. And it is quite easy travel. There's not a lot of passage going up to the Crystal Spire Keep, so again, it's almost barren. And then you turn at the fork and head up towards the Dawnwood, going through some pretty heavy forest, and it is gorgeous this time of year. It's autumn, most of the trees are starting to turn. It's quiet, peaceful. Most of this woods are undisturbed for the most part. Most of the settlement tends to be closer to the roads, and this is close enough to the mountains where most people don't congregate here. And daylight starts to fade into the the reds and pinks of late evening. And as it starts to fall to evening, the trees start to turn from normal to brilliant gilded gold. You have finally reached the Dawnwood, and the trees are huge. They reach up and up and up and up. And in the evening light, they seem to almost glow. And it is warmer here than in the surrounding forest, but not uncomfortably so. It feels like after a long day sitting by the hearth. There is a sense of homecoming here, even though this is not your home. It is very welcoming. And as you walk up, you find a settlement built under the canopy of the trees, nestled safely. There's the scent of cooking as people are winding down for the evening, people rushing to and from. You can hear the distant sounds of music being played from the inn. And on this one single avenue, all the way at the back, near the tallest and the biggest of the trees, is a temple to Palor. A huge sun emblazoned on huge double doors. And Corin, you are home.
All
He just
right.
kind of squeeze his shoulder.
Your home is beautiful.
It is. Wasn't before, but we made it like this.
It's quite remarkable.
Hello's light is strong here. For now, at least.
Watch over us.
All right, we go into the city, I guess.
Follow you.
Follow his lead.
It's not a large settlement. It's fairly small, very insular, but friendly. As you walk by, people will smile and wave to you friendly. Corin, you see recognition in people's eyes. Oi, Corin, welcome back!
Hi.
You hear talks of, Eowyn's going to be so happy. And as you get towards the temple, you hear a familiar laughter. As from around a corner, you see a 12-year-old girl running after a chocolate lab.
Eowyn.
She looks up, her eyes alight, the look on her face going from giddiness to pure, unadulterated joy. Daddy! And she runs straight to you as fast as her legs can carry you and slams right into you, holding you tightly.
I pick her up and I hug her. Hello, sweet pea.
I missed you so much.
I missed you too. Where's Gamel?
Come here. And I have so much to show you. I have all these drawings and letters and
Alright. These are my friends. They're gonna stay with us for a little bit.
she gets a little bit shy as she hides behind you and then meekly waves at everyone.
I just like,
Hello.
hello, young one, and I put my hand on like over here, and then I go with this hand, and a little unicorn pops in to my hand.
I'm gonna just.
This is for you. It's magic. And then I snap my hands, and it disappears and pops into the other hand. He's a magic unicorn.
And she looks to you, Corin, as if it's okay.
Go ahead, child, take it.
And I snap my hands, and it disappears and pops into her hand.
And she starts giggling and laughter. And
It's
she
a
hugs
very
it tightly.
special unicorn. It will keep you safe.
It will?
Yes.
Well, thank you. And she grabs it and she squeezes it tightly, giggling, and then shyly runs up and gives you a hug, and then quickly runs back to Corin. Daddy, look at what I got!
Amazing. Thank you, Professor.
No
I'm
problem.
gonna-
Quinn.
Get down on one knee, some shorter, and just look at it and say, "Thank you for loaning us your daddy a while. He's been keeping us safe."
That's what Gamel says, is Daddy goes out to keep people safe and to bring light into the world. I miss him, but I know it's good work, and Gamel says not to be too sad, but to be proud that Daddy's doing good work. And he'll always come home. That's what he says.
You don't meet Gamel soon enough. He's a character.
Gamel must be very wise then.
Tomar at the mention of that kind of gets very quiet and kind of off to himself a little bit.
All right. So I go look for. I go look for Gamel, I guess.
In one hand, she holds the unicorn tightly to herself. The other is tiny little hand in your big one, and she looks to the puppy. Come on, Willow. And the puppy barks, and little fat puppy on little fat puppy legs, just wiggling over,
My dog's like, "Brr."
and just trying to keep up with you all as you're led to a very humble-looking house. Smoke coming out of it. And Eowyn starts to laugh and call out, "Daddy's home! Daddy's home!" You open the door, and it's going to be a tight fit with you all here. You know the temple also has beds if need be, but you go in, and it's almost exactly how you left it. There's a little bit more here and there from Eowyn's. There's Eowyn's drawings everywhere, some toys.
Right.
And you find Gamel back in the kitchen cooking. And he looks at you, and a smile splits his broad face.
Jesus, you've become a midwife.
Well, what do you expect me to do with her? She has to eat. If she's going to eat, she might as well eat well. And he walks over and he gives you a back-slapping hug.
Gamel, it's fucking amazing to see you, my friend.
It's good to see you too, alive and well. Who are these people?
This is my current gang of people I'm running with.
Professor Velethwila Jar Shalander. A pleasure to meet you.
Just call him the professor. Don't even try to pronounce it.
A pleasure to meet you, Gamel. I am Paladin of Bahamut.
Oh, the man of the faith?
Rael,
Kaladin Durlamy from Garda Rum, originally.
Rael Nyla, if you want to get specific. From many places.
It's been some time, Gamel. We've come across some troubling things that I need to discuss with you at some point soon.
Eowyn looks up at you when you say this, a little bit of concern flitting across her face.
It's all right, dear heart.
And Gamel nods. Oh, all right. You're all more than welcome to stay here. I'll find somewhere to put you all, and I'll put more food on. So please make yourselves at home.
Thank you, Gamel.
And he goes back to cooking, and Eowyn starts to excitedly tell you about everything that's gone on since you left, and all this kind of other stuff. And she shyly looks at you all, still unsure, but a little bit starting to warm up.
What was your puppy's name again?
Hello?
Momo? Willow. Okay.
Hello?
Should we go play outside with him?
Can I, Daddy? Can I please?
Sure, go ahead, sweetheart.
And so Kaladin and Eowyn and the dog head out, and Mirai heads out after them. Eowyn giggling in glee as, "It's a dragon! It's a tiny dragon, Daddy!"
Yes, it is. Her name is Mirai.
Mirai curls up on her shoulder and starts nuzzling her. She giggles, and Kel, you go out to play with Eowyn for a bit,
I'll thank you to her as she goes.
leaving you all alone as Gamel comes back out waiting for stuff to cook. You said you had troubling news.
I can't. There's not much that I can really say. Essentially, what can we even say?
Well, the less we say, the better.
Do you trust this man?
With my life, he raised me. He taught me
Is
what
he-
it is to be a cleric of Pelor.
Is he a cleric? Can I tell looking at
He's
him?
my mentor. He raised me.
Okay.
Taught me what it is like to be. He's a paladin, actually. I'm sorry. He's a paladin. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Suffice to say, to prevent too long of an exposition, the world is in danger. And we are
More
making
than usual.
attempts to stop it. The less you know, it might be the safer for you, especially under your circumstances, if you understand.
Gamel nods. And it's troubling news indeed.
Essentially, I've also got worries about Harkin being in the area.
You've
I don't
seen
know.
him.
I've seen him through a magic mirror. It just, Arondir had recognized the area as being around in this region. I just wanted to be aware and alert if he's found her. So
A look of dark concern crosses his face, and his eyes immediately dart out to where Keladin and Eowyn disappeared too. He
I don't
swallows
know
and he nods.
But he's been searching for items, perhaps like some others. It's a lot's going on.
You worried he might find Eowyn?
I'm always worried about that he might find her.
He
I don't
clasps
know.
your shoulder.
Well, I don't know if he's strong enough to come here.
I'll keep her safe. I
I know
swore
you-
to you then, I swear to you now.
I
I'll
know.
die before I let anyone touch her.
You're a good man. Dwarf, whatever the fuck.
Well, whatever it is you all are doing, Paylor's blessing upon you, and I'll do whatever I can to aid you. And as you all are talking, Connor, you managed to slip out without anybody noticing.
All right, get to me when you get a moment.
Okay.
Is there some kind of ward or something on the town? You said that you don't think this other fellow would be strong enough to come here.
Well, there are a few clerics of Pelor here, as well as Gamel. He's a very powerful paladin. I don't know by himself if he's powerful enough, but lately he's been on the run, but he's pretty desperate, so I don't really know what he's capable of right now.
Unless he's found new friends.
Corin,
I certainly hope not.
would you like another pair of eyes on your little girl?
I think it's alright
Over
for now.
here.
But Gamel, we need provisions. We're going to we have a long journey ahead of us, and we need to be able to make it. I don't know if we have stores or something that I could perchance use.
Of course, lad. We'll get you what you need. We'll make sure you're well equipped for the travels and trials ahead of you. Dawnwood will always provide. Paylor will always provide.
Aye. As you've always said.
Grips your shoulder tightly. Connor.
As Connor slips away, he lingering glance at Corin's daughter, seeing a life that he was supposed to have, yet seems to have been snatched away from him when he came back from war. He's going to find a quiet place. He's going to pull from his pouch every single dog tag he was able to pick up and find from the men that he led led to their death. He's going to go through just counting and polishing tags.
You find a quiet little nook near a tree, and you can settle down. The golden branches fluttering above you, and you polish and you reflect. Their faces coming to your mind as you work. And when normally there would be this grief almost, there's almost a sense of peace as you do this work. You know that it was regrettable what happened. It shouldn't have happened. Life should have been different, but you're put on a path. You were put on a good path. And though you are stuck with these people, you know that you will do them proud. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it. I'm just going to spend them. I'll make my way back to the group as soon as...
Keladin, as you were playing with Ao, and she excitedly talks to you and asks you, "Where are you from? And do you have family? And tell me stories." And she's just so excited. She doesn't have. You get the feeling she doesn't have too many people to play with around here, other than her puppy. So she's super excited someone's playing with her.
I'm from this little hill city called Gardarum. I had this human man come, and he trained me how to fight the way I do. And then my husband and I ended up moving just a little bit south of the Civil, this little cottage. So, no children yet. We'll see. Maybe we'll come bring him to play with you, huh?
You mean it?
Absolutely.
That'd be so much fun. And as you guys are playing and Willow is running around, rolling, Mirai starts to chase Willow and play around with Eowyn and you, and there's sort of illusions and sparks and colors, and it's... For all the darkness that lines your path, there is this moment of peace and of joy, and you think of Tomlin and you think of home. And you feel stronger for it. You know that it's tough being away from him, but this is good work. And boy, will it be a hell of a tale to tell when you finally get home. Eventually you get called in, and Connor, you arrive just as Gamble starts to serve you all dinner. Alright. I wasn't expecting company, so I did my best. And he sets out some nice hearty stew and some fresh baked bread. And there's odds and ends of bowls. Some of them are cracked, some of them are different colors, but this is not the most elegant place you've ever eaten, but this is as damn near close to home as you could get at the moment.
Hot cooked meal is always welcome. Thank you.
You're a saint, Blackstone.
Your lips to Palor's ears.
Where are you from?
Oh, that's a story. And he starts to... He'll tell you about himself, which I would have told you
If there were things.
there were things.
Yeah.
But he'll regale you with tales, and he'll sort of tales of youth and of adventuring back when he was a younger paladin, and
Training Corin.
and how much of a hard head he is. He's a bit of an ass.
He would probably talk
Yeah.
about how he used to be very somber and embarrass him in any way he can. 'Cause,
He never used to smile, believe it or not. He was a grim motherfucker.
Gladstone was his joke of a name.
Well, I think I prefer this you.
Yes, seems to fit you now.
As do I.
Well, I'm a big bad adventurer. I have to put on a, big bad adventurer face.
You all talk and relax in the way you haven't been able to in a while. Eventually, Eowyn yawns and starts to fall asleep at the table.
I pick her up and take her to her room.
And Gamel goes, I don't have much in the way of beds. The temple has more if need be, but I can accommodate you guys. It'll be a tight fit, but...
That's fine, we'll bunk up.
You learn to sleep on hard surfaces in temples.
That you do, lad, that you do.
I literally slept on the floor last night, so this shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, the cold hard ground.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just sit and meditate for 4 hours. It's quite peaceful.
Oh, you full-blooded elf, you.
Make
Give
a
a pat on the shoulder.
dexability check.
Connor, this is such a lovely table. What are you doing?
I'm not doing it on the table. I'm not gonna sit there and fuck up some guy's table.
No. He wants to see this.
Okay,
he
I guess I'm fucking some guy.
if you did it on the table.
No, the table is all scarred to hell, and it's seen some shit.
17.
17? You managed to do it, and it's just fine. He's sitting there, sitting back, and no, he is raising a small child in here. There is no surface in here that is not unscarred.
True.
Connor, I gotta give that a try. That looks awesome. Here, hold my drink.
Oh, roll dex.
Oh, is it going to be one of those evenings?
You might want to pray to Bahamut.
Yes, Tony!
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
You're like, yeah, I got this. Shink. And you've taken some hits, so this hurts. And it's more of a fuck.
That almost hurt as much as the bite from the...
You pull out,
Fly.
and there's blood running all over the table, and Gamel's like, oh.
Talmar, that might scar.
I'm gonna lay on hands it closed.
No, Gamel's already muttered a word under his breath, and it's healed up.
Being a paladin's
The professor goes, oh, this is very interesting. Is this a custom? I would like to try it. And he just puts Mage Hand on the table.
Yes.
Does someone have a sharpened implement?
I'm gonna flip my knife. I'm gonna show him the pattern he should do. I'm gonna grab his hand. I'm gonna put it on the table.
No. Mage Hand would
I'll leave
quite
this
suffice,
to
Connor.
you.
I don't...
Where's the fun if there's no risk?
Are you...
Got a point, Professor.
Oh, I guess...
I come in, I'm like, are we playing?
A lot of healers here.
Professor.
Corin,
Alright.
This is the custom, Professor.
Yes.
And how do I do it again, Connor?
And I'll show him like the patterns. You reduce the number and to increase pace.
I go faster.
Yes.
Alright.
You reach your thumb for that last round. You go again, but faster, and keep going.
Well, that doesn't seem so hard.
okay, we'll resolve this, and then Corin, I have something for you.
Got
Okay.
Roll. No, you guys are good. Roll a dexability check for me, Professor.
Dex, ability check, go!
Hey.
Hey,
Better than me.
You manage to you're slow, and then as you get faster, you realize that this is not going to end well, and you stop.
No, this would lead to bodily harm, Connor. This does not seem safe.
I'm gonna take my knife back and do Corin, but then I'm gonna do it again, just staring at Talmar, not looking at the knife.
I want to do it now.
Dex check disadvantage.
Oh, that was totally worth it. Oh, please.
I tell the professor that he made the right choice.
I feel like I have.
Okay. And of course I gotta toss a natural 20 away.
What was the other one?
15.
You managed to do it. You're and you're looking at Talmar like, really, bro.
All right, I'm taking that as a challenge. I'm gonna try again.
Okay,
I'm
before
gonna.
you do, I'm getting this in.
Go ahead.
All right.
Corin, you lay your daughter down, and she sleepily stirs as you go to leave. Her voice quiet. It's nice to have you home, Daddy. I missed you.
I missed you too, dear.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you.
And she curls up with the unicorn and falls asleep. And you head downstairs to thunk, 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 as your party is currently trying not to stab themselves.
The unicorn's name is Emerald, by the way. Corin.
Oh, Emerald?
Emerald.
Make a note of that.
Got it.
May or may not be named after the daughter.
Oh my good God.
Kaladin,
Nudity contest.
you're doing it, Kel?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go
Sweet
ahead and
God
flip a
again?
dagger.
Not much
I'm gonna go
better.
ahead and flip a dagger out of my stuff and go for it as well because, oh shit, why not? There's enough heat around here.
Kaladin, you managed to do it. You're like, I don't see what the big fucking deal is about this. Talmar, you end up nicking yourself again.
You know, I usually just hit things really hard. I don't have to aim.
Rael, you managed to also do it. It starts to get a little shaky after a while. And as you guys are doing this, Gamel goes in back, takes out a rather large bottle of unmarked liquid and sits it down in the middle of the table with some glasses.
I try again after watching everyone.
You
We
almost...
never
I think
you almost
I think I have it now, Connor.
You flip the
Jesus.
dagger in your hand, and you start to go quicker and quicker and quicker, like, yes, now that I see how this works, and I have tried it, I know the perfect way to do this, and you're like, there you go. And it's impressive to see this elderly wizard
Wow.
just
Professor.
totally show you all up.
Once you
Jeez.
understand the physics
Damn.
involved,
Fucking try it.
it's quite simple, actually.
All right, Professor. Now it is time for a new experience with us. I grab a glass.
And a new game.
Yes.
No. I do not drink.
No, it's nothing. There's nothing to do with drinking, Professor. I'm going to ask Gamel if he has any fruit. Anything that it's going to be able to hold up against to a knife.
Oh, I got some things. Hold on a minute. And he goes in back, and he takes out some apples. It's a
Do you have a
it's a
problem
bucket
with
full
me,
of
Aaron
apples.
dear? I do
The
not have a
half-elves
problem
salty?
with you.
Some of
don't
us
have a
are
problem with you,
elves,
Professor.
Aaron dear.
Yes, I'm half of one.
Yes, well, some of us are actual full elves, you know.
Yes, I know. That's why I
Some
said
of
it.
us are fucking dwarves who don't give a fuck.
What?
Yes, I've learned some very good curse words from dwarves.
They do have wonderful curse words.
Yeah.
And I
You're
rattle
right,
off a
we-
few in Dwarvish.
Leap and do.
Because I know Dwarvish.
It's not a very polite thing to say.
No, but it's fun.
It is fun. That's why I learned Dwarvish too.
I say a curse word in Celestial, but no one understands me.
Bless you, Professor.
Mariah understands.
Thank
Now I
you.
want to
I've got
start
one for you.
swearing Draconic.
What was this?
I've got
What
one
was this
for you.
game, Connor? Oh,
And
yes.
I managed to rattle off basically the goblin equivalent of motherfucker.
I burst out laughing because I speak Goblin.
Quite back in my college.
So Connor's
Yes.
going to start juggling, but this time instead of bottles, it's 2 knives and 2 apples. And as I'm going to flip an apple up, toss it, and pin it to the wall with a knife.
Holy shit.
Oh. Ah,
By the time we're done here,
And then an attack.
by the time we're done here, there'll be dagger marks in literally every surface, Corey.
would that be considering throwing a dagger?
That's what I'm assuming is going to be throwing a dagger.
Yeah, it's gonna be throwing a dagger.
That looks like fun.
Gamel smiles and goes, "She looks sweet, but can she be a little hellion when she wants?" And looks pointedly at Corin at that.
Point at Connor.
Good to know we're teaching them bad habits.
It's not me.
Oh, please. Good numbers.
What are you investigating, Professor?
I was watching Connor do his thing.
See what you can retain.
See
Oh
what you do
my
to me.
god. I fucking love you.
That's a 20
Apparently,
modified.
Oh my god.
You make it look effortless. Just like, come on, people. Foop, foop. And Gamel starts laughing, slapping his thigh, and then starts pouring drinks for everyone. He's like, "I'd like to see you do that after a couple shots."
No, he don't say that. He's gonna take it as a fucking challenge.
So
I'm gonna
we
start
try.
drinking, and after about 4 shots, here, hold my drink.
Make a con save for me.
Oh,
Can I
God,
try
that was-
first
This
without-
is moonshine.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, great.
It's a
Dogwood
9.
moonshine. We don't even know what they make it out of.
Oh shit!
immediately regretted
You
drinking
guys aren't
that.
even gonna.
Make an attack at disadvantage.
It's pure distilled radiant energy.
The light of Palor, as it were.
Is that what they call it in the woods?
again! I got a ditch in natural 20. Damn it!
What's the other one?
I haven't rolled the other one yet. That's a 16.
You managed to do it. It's a little bit more wobbly than before, but you nail it. And Gamel sits there and starts stroking his beard, nodding like, alright. It's fucking impressive.
Alright, I'm putting
Connor?
5 gold down on the table. Let's do this.
Again with the drinking contests.
Jesus
We've
Christ!
I don't think
Corin
that.
goes to bed.
Are we juggling or are we drinking? Are we doing both?
Oh, I'm
Why
just
not
gonna,
both?
I don't
I'm gonna-
have the skills for
Wait, is
juggling.
Corin going to bed?
Yes, Corin's very tired.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking regret this drinking with a moonshine, but bring it.
Yes.
I just grab a couple of apples and I start juggling.
Okay, so is this a drinking contest, or are you doing what Connor did?
Drinking contest.
This is
Rael's
drinking
just
fucking
I want to
moonshine.
try this once. I'm gonna go ahead and face the wall so I don't accidentally.
Alright, well, there's not going to be too much. It's just, there's probably going to be another 10 minutes, and it's mostly just going to get you guys set up for next week. So, honey, if you need to go to bed, I understand.
Okay.
So roll an
Good night,
attack.
Chris.
Night, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Good night, Chris.
Bye, honey.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys all got to meet my daughter and stuff.
I am very happy that I gave her my daughter's unicorn.
All right.
That was your daughter's unicorn?
Yes.
it was.
Throwing a dagger. It would be.
I almost cried, Dustin, during that whole scene when you were giving her the unicorn. I was sitting here like trying so hard not to cry.
Yeah, that was me too, because I know that unicorn, and it hit me in the feels.
Damn it.
Mike knows that unicorn.
I do know that unicorn. It got me a wish that one time.
Yes, it did get us a wish.
Aww.
Alright.
Okay.
So.
I'm tired. I've had so many feels, so many dad feels. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Aw.
Night, dear.
Good
Bye.
night, Chris.
All right. Let's give this a try.
This
And
All right.
21.
20. You nail it. You're like, ah, yes, this.
Like this game.
You're a bard. You know how to put on a show. You make it look good. So
Start
who's
flipping the daggers?
doing a drinking contest?
Okay, the professor, against all things, because he is not thinking straight, takes a shot.
Oh my lord!
The
Yes.
professor's drinking, Connor's drinking.
The professor
I
takes a
reject
shot, and then casts magic missile as he tries to juggle fruit.
At least
Chris-
it's magic missile and it's not gonna hit us. Hopefully.
There's no attack. It's just
Magic missile hits.
it automatically hits.
So I'm like, I could totally do this, I think. And I take a shot, like... and I throw all the fruit up and just go, it's easy. And then I pass out.
They're like, no, I got this. And it just, they spray everywhere, but they automatically hit. Apple house fall on the ground. You're like, I told you. Whomp.
You see, it's completely that easy.
I'm gonna wipe it off.
I've
and
made a
lick
horrible
my hand.
mistake.
Applesauce.
Alright.
Still tasty.
And the
Whoever's
professor is asleep.
Professor is now asleep at the table, and whoever's taking part of this drinking contest, make me some Constitution
Good,
saves.
what I'm good at.
Oh yeah.
14.
Oh
Oh,
my!
Talmar.
As typical with my drinking contests.
Oh,
17 for me.
What did you get, Kel?
14.
Okay. So, oh god, yeah, no. You all managed the first shot. Oh man, there's no taste to this.
This stuff is dangerous.
Pure burn. This
Pure
is we need to get fucked up and get fucked up fast alcohol. Talmar, it hits you like a punch to the gut, and immediately your vision swims, and you're like, ah.
This was also a bad decision.
And now 2 of the party members are now passed out at the table.
I said, Jesus, Gavel. I thought civilization had made it this far.
I know. This tastes like the grain alcohol we made in trenches. Ugh.
There's the reason why I make it. Welcome to the Dawnwood Boys.
Can I
and-
say thank you, Gamel, for having us tonight, for keeping us safe, and for this lovely evening, such as it is so far.
Well, any-
And shot number 2.
Any friend of Corin's is a friend of mine, and thank you for keeping him safe. I don't know what I would tell Eowyn if anything were to happen to him.
Do
And
our best, such as it is.
everyone who wants to do this again, roll me another con save.
I got another natural one.
Oh, nope. I'm done.
You got a natural 1?
Yep,
21.
I'm out.
So, Rael and
Two dice in a
Keladin.
I'm glad I got that speech in before then.
And it hits you like... It feels like a behemoth just hit you in the face, and all of a sudden, this was a bad idea. You agree with
this
the
was a
professor?
brilliant idea. I'm just done.
You're leaving of your own volition.
Keladin, you pass out.
Connor, you get the 5 gold on the table.
Aaron
Wait,
Deere,
is
what
What's
did you
that
get?
bed?
Wait, what did Aaron Deere get?
21.
Oh.
Okay.
So
it's good to
Connor
meet you
and
then.
Aaron Deere, you two are still up and running.
Gonna
Actually,
stay-
can I
just
just
oh,
watch?
You're gonna stay and watch?
I'm gonna just put my head down on the table and watch.
Make another con save for me, Rael.
Oh dear. I want to watch.
You are fading in and out, but you managed to just hold on enough to watch. So, are you guys going to go another round?
I say, come on, we don't have anything to prove to all of each other.
No, we don't. But know this: is that the humans kick their asses. You may only be half human, but it's a good half.
Oh, yes.
I've had college conversations.
I am half human too.
You're passed out.
You're passed out.
What?
Drunk mutter that in my sleep.
just totally. Oh, that's amazing.
See if you two get any songs in the future.
Like he'll remember this in the morning.
And you guys, and Gail's sitting there, and you've realized he's had 4 shots and doesn't look like he's affected at all.
Of course not. It's his gut
No.
rot.
You try raising a 12-year-old girl. You need this. I love the girl.
It's like Belloc.
Oh my god. And
Please.
he
I had to run away to the forest. I could never do this.
I was trained as a paladin to fight undead. I was not trained for this either. And he will help the passed out ones to beds and then show you guys where your beds are. And promise you in the morning there will be some hangover cures and lots of good food.
I asked Connor for. You just yell bitches. For one of his cigars. If he has extra.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop up with a case. I only got 3 left.
Oh,
No,
Can
he is far too drunk at the moment to care.
wonderful.
He's gonna pop it open, give you a cigar, and then he's gonna hand you the 5 gold. Like, yeah, it's just, you earned
Just
that
give
one.
me 5 gold.
No, the 5 gold that Kelly
I
put on the
put on the
table.
table.
Yeah, but I mean, you give it to me.
Yeah, I give it to you.
Oh, oh, thanks. Wonderful. This is.
You made some of your money back now.
She's hosed you enough. You deserve a win.
Oh, Connor, you bastard. and then I go find a place to sleep.
There are enough beds. It's just, it tends to be like, it looks like this room was something else before, but he's made it into a makeshift kind of guest-ish room. There's enough beds for all of you, but it's a tight fit, and there's literally going to be no privacy in here. But the beds are comfy and stacked high with quilts and pillows. He's pretty much used to people coming in here and crashing when they need to. Gamel seems to be one of the cornerstones here in the Dawnwood. Oh my god, Dustin, I love you.
Okay,
And-
so who's the closest person to Rael?
A passed out paladin and a passed out wizard.
Yeah, because you're the passed out.
Talmar is the one closest to you.
Delightful. I hope he doesn't mind snuggles. Because Rael is going to curl up.
I think I may be sleeping in my armor actually because I passed out.
No, Gamel will help you out of it. Trust me, he's a paladin. He knows how to handle this shit. He's not gonna let you sleep in your fucking armor. Besides, he's like, that's nice armor. You don't want to fuck that up. Gets it out of you before shoving you in bed and just going, oh, fucking Corin. And so you snuggle up with Talmar, and you guys fall asleep.
Hi. Shush. Sleep.
Was this to Gamel moving you, Dustin, or is this
Yeah,
any?
the minute that someone picks me up, I just like, what? And I poof 30 feet away.
High or low?
Low.
Uh-oh.
You manage to poof yourself into another chair. And you kind of tip over backwards and fall.
That's fine.
And
That's where I
Gamble just
stay.
goes, drunk wizards. And then he will pick you back up again and take you all to bed.
All right.
And most of you rest well. There's no dreams here. It's a nice, peaceful night's sleep. You wake up rested to the scent of the most delicious breakfast food ever. And as you guys manage to wake up and smell it, there's hangover remedies on the table as he's cooking.
Oh, fantastic.
And-
I'm going to need a lot of tea, and I don't think we should ever talk about this ever again.
Oh, I think we'll be
What are you
talking
talking
this
about,
for a very
Professor?
long
That was-
time, but-
This will no. That was a complete mistake. No.
Professor, I'm actually very impressed. You got quite good at the knife game.
Well, that's just pure study, Rael. The last bit of it, I don't even remember. I literally remember doing the knife thing, and that was it.
You made applesauce. It was tasty.
I do not like not remembering things. That would be the last time. I was curious, and curiosity, as they say, killed the cat. And
Well, now you've had the experience.
yes, and
satisfactory,
I've
right
made
there.
several notes, and I recite to her my notes, which are literally describing it takes 30 minutes. I
Professor,
describe the feelings of me being drunk, and then I describe passing out, and then I describe how I feel right now,
Yeah. Oh, yes, this is very familiar.
and I
yes.
do not like it.
Professor,
Yes,
a small question.
yes.
May I hug you?
I suppose.
Squeezy hugs.
Yes.
As she actually will lay her ear on him. Like that sort of squeezy hug.
Yes, my dear. That's fine. Yes.
See,
Thank you.
this just reminds me of an SCA thing I did. It's the greatest.
I make a page of notes about Rael and hugging. Would anyone like some
And-
tea?
Gamel brings out a kettle of hot water, some mugs. He brings out a really nice fruit wine for you all. He's a dwarf.
No,
That's what
thank
happens.
you. And I take out the abomination's tea, and I share that.
And he brings out sausages and eggs and, country toast and all this kind of other stuff. And it's piles of food. And Mirai stirs and does the little cat butt wiggle. Her eyes wide.
I'm gonna
Mirai,
hold out a piece of toast for Mirai.
Mirai, you have free reign.
Uh-oh. How quickly
you
does
see
she
this-
eat, Professor?
Well, she's tiny. She can't possibly eat. Oh my god.
This little thing. Eggs in her little paws, sausage,
Mirai,
grease all over
you're
her
going to
face.
get sick. Mirai, pace yourself. Mirai, that sausage was for Eridir.
I'm just like
Cal
forlornly
just
looking.
starts shoveling it in just in case.
Gamble sighs and goes back. to
Mirai,
cook
my
some
pouch is
I grab
full.
what I
You
can.
haven't even touched any of this. Freeze frame to just me just being like, Mirai.
And that's where we're ending for the night. As you see this little fairy dragon start to get a little bit of a roly-poly gut as she stuffs herself with food.
I've made a second horrible mistake.
This episode entitled "The Professor Learns Lesson."
Do not give Mirai free reign.
This episode brought to you by Regret.
Cookie Monster.
Poor
And the
life
letter F.
decisions.
I've made a terrible mistake. The subheading of this episode.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
I hope the feels weren't too bad.